Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Crimson Skies. I wanted to get started first with showing you guys a little bit of an automation I set up in between episodes because, well, this cauldron is taking up a lot of time here making terracotta, and I wanted to make sure that there is a way that I can do this a little bit faster. So, what I set up over here is, if you check, there is a mechanical user pointing into the cauldron and a mechanical user pointing to this water source right there. And they're all filled with sticks in all the outputs, all the fields inside besides the first one. And you guys see there's a water bucket sitting in this one and nothing in this one right now. And then we have two nodes. This node has a filter with an empty bucket, so it will only pull empty buckets out of this. And this one right here has, on the node, a water bucket, so it will only pull out the full water bucket. So once this is empty, it right-clicks this. The setting is use item on block, right-click. And on this one, I have just use item, right-click, and always just upper left slot. So once this is empty here, you guys are gonna see here, just do 3 and bam, it's filled. The bucket goes over there, fills itself, and then comes back here waiting to sit. And then I can just sit here and with F change between my two hands and just make this a much simpler and more relaxing way of doing things here, right? And I'm gonna do the rest of these here in just a second. These I'm all gonna turn into glazed gray terracotta because I want to make a bunch of tin. You guys see I have a bunch of gold right here prepared. This guy is making me a lot more clay. And then I have 2 more stacks of iron and copper waiting here and whatnot. And I'm also making more clay right now because I'm running low. And I made 4 of these right here. Floating solignolia. You guys gave me that tip here. So I don't need to worry about my magnet anymore when I get into certain areas. So I have 1 right here so I don't pick up this gobbledygook. I have 1 over here. Right there. So I don't pick up any more of the mob drops. And I wanted to show you guys that there's these new red balls here that are just everywhere. I do not know what the point is of them or whatever, but I was told that this is from Better With Mods. Apparently when these guys die right there, these karate zombies, I don't know what this is, but whenever a mob falls onto them, they suck them up. And then now you're gonna see when this one dies, there's gonna be even more. Come on. It dropped them all out. There's like a super big one. And then this creeper is gonna die. Okay, it seems to just combine. I don't know what those are for. I'm gonna have to check the book or the wiki or whatever to find out what they're for. Then I made another one right here, the 3rd one. Yep, right there. So I don't pick up this stuff here anymore. And then the last one over here in the Botania area that I wanted to show you guys, it has changed a little bit from the last episode. So the problem was that with the setup from last time is that when the 4 mana pools that we had over here were full, the bonsai hoppers over here, they keep dropping items. Okay, they don't know, hey, I don't need to drop anymore. And there's no way to disable these. Okay? So my initial thinking was to possibly get the redstone level of these mana pools and then send it, if they're not full, send a redstone signal to a hopper hawk so it stops picking up, right? And if they're full, stop the redstone signal so the hopper hawk turns on again, because you can turn these on and off, I believe, with redstone. I think most of these functional flowers you can. But the problem is that the 4 mana pools here, of course, will always have a different level, or most of the times, right? Like, I need something over there, so then I would have to measure all 4 and whatnot. But I came up with a simpler solution for this, and that is that when you place a hopper hawk on regular dirt, it picks up the items quite quickly, okay? Not instant, but like a second after it picks them up. If you put it on Podzol, that time increases. It takes a little longer until it picks them up. And the slowest one is on mycelium, right there. So if you place a hopper hawk, you cannot use the floating one. You need to actually use a hopper hawk and plant it on the mycelium. You cannot use a floating one. Like we do up here. It will then take a long time. I think about 5 seconds before it picks it up, right? And the reason for that is why I did that is so when the items drop over here, I give it some extra time so the flowers, like you see this flower right there is picked. By the way, this flower never stops. I don't know why. Ooh, wait a second. Why is there a cobblestone here? I must have put that to place that. I don't want to have that there. We don't need that. Give it to me. There we go. Alright, and it's probably just sitting here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Okay, good. Sorry. Got sidetracked. I don't know why this one flower here keeps going. Because nothing uses mana here. I don't have any mana usage. Nothing is... Oh, maybe it's... maybe the hopper hawk here. Yes, you guys see it. This is using mana. Okay, so which is fine. I mean, I can always have one going. I have endless fuel, right? So anyways, so this one gives it extra time before it picks up the items to ensure that the flowers can take the items first if they need them, right? And I simply have this sitting between 3 basic drawers right here that I have upgraded with emerald and a void upgrade. Emerald and a void upgrade. I don't think I did the... Oh, I did the sapling as well. We even have 23,000 saplings now already. And then, of course, we have the other one up here that is always running at full speed for the leaves, which we're up to 13,000 now, which is really cool, right? So we might be able to do something with this here in the future. I don't know. I think that mechanism that... plant matter, or whatever it's called, I think we can lose leaves, or we can also use saplings. So this is gonna come in handy eventually. So that's the new mana setup here. And when we go on top here real quick... Oh, of course, I jump between the 3. Get up there. Alright, here we go. So this one was here before, this one, and this spreader. But now they were all going directly over there. Now they're going into this splitter here, which has 3... This one goes into that splitter with 3, and this one goes into that splitter with 3, right? And that is just so I have more batteries. Okay, I wanted to have more mana overall because I saw how quickly these 4 filled up with the setup. And then in the middle here, this from this one to that one, you guys see? It shows they're all going to this mana splitter right there. Well, the ones back here are not able to get directly to that because this spreader is in the way. So I pointed this one to that pool and then from that to the splitter, right? And you always want to have a mana pool, by the way, instead of going from spreader to spreader because you lose a little bit of mana. So how many do I have now? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17. And I already filled up these 2 right here. By pointing, I took this spreader and set it on here to point to this one, and then I had this one pointing to that one. And these 2 we're going to use for the Alfheim portal later on, okay? So that's a little update here about the mana spreaders and the mana setup. And now nothing will accumulate anymore, right? It just keeps voiding the stuff when it drops, which is fine. I don't care. It doesn't cause any tick. I'm very happy about this setup. So... Now, there was a big update to the pack. I am on version... Oh boy. I think 1.2.0.1. I think that's the version we're on now. That's currently today the latest version. And there was a change because we now have AgriCraft. I cannot right-click this anymore. You guys see vanilla planting is disabled. So, and there's also a couple of new quests. And I wanted to get started with this here first. We're not going to spend too much time on... AgriCraft itself because, well, it's been around for a long time. Most people know how to do it. But I wanted to just go through some of the beginning stages here with you. So you guys see I made a bunch of crop sticks. So before I get actually going with the AgriCraft stuff over here, I wanted to see if we can get a little help here from a ritual. And I've been playing around with that. I've not been successful yet. So I wanted to show you guys real quick how I set it up and everything first. Okay, so there's a ritual pedestal. This should run out here. Yeah, it's run out now. Okay, the regeneration. This right here is the ritual platform. It's in the attunement section of the Astral Tome. Very easy. It's just this setup here in the middle, by the way. Make sure that right there is a chiseled marble. It's kind of hard to see. And then you just place this ritual pedestal in the middle, right? Then what I did is, let me just put this back here so I can just demonstrate it real quick. You need the Ivitas. That's this constellation, the only one that we know, right? That's the one that I'm also attuned to, if you guys remember. That's why I have the bone meal effect around my feet. And then I dropped one of these in here, the attuned rock crystal, a rock crystal in there, and you see it's now tuned to Ivitas. Okay? So that is how I got that done. And I just wanted to, because there was a lot of derping and testing just now that I did, it just took too much time, right? So now that we have this here, we can put this guy in it, I think, by itself. By the way, this one, right, you instantly got the regen buff. You guys see that? Because now this is a ritual of Ivitas here. I don't really know what the exact range is. It's quite large, but, you know, you don't want to have your crop around here. That doesn't make any sense. But we can remote link that, okay? And the way we can do that, I'm going to have to see how I'm going to do this here, is it needs to be exactly 5 blocks above it. I think it's the end of the beam here. So this is 1 airspace, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think it needs to be here. We're going to see in a second. And you place that fella. And this stopped, by the way, because I placed something in the area and it makes it invalid, I think. Now I have the regen buff again. And it is up there. I don't know if it needs to go there or 1 higher. I can't tell. Well, I guess the way to test it is if we go ahead and place this ritual anchor here over in the area I want it. And I think I want it to be pretty much down here. You know what? Let's just get rid of this. We can always plant this somewhere else again. Let's just get the last piece out of there. Really? Come on. There we go. You get out of here, tree. Ooh, that was dangerous. Ay, ay, ay. That scared me a little bit. I even snorted. Alright, let's close this hole up again. And then obviously this one I'm going to later on move it. Bam, right there. And this is where we're going to place this ritual anchor, right? And now we should be able to tie with the Lincoln tool. This guy. It is not glowing. It should be glowing if it works. So it's possible that I need to go 1 higher. Let's see here real quick. It does. It does glow. Okay, so this might be at the right height. So let's see if we can test it on this here. Oh, I can't place it anymore. Duh. Alright, let's just go. Can we still plant cocoa beans, by the way? I wanted to test that as well. I don't think we're going to be able to. Oh, we can. So are you going to speed this up or not? See? Oh, I should have the regeneration buff over here. Yes. So I know it works. Okay, so that's an indicator. I know it works in the area. Very good. I'm happy about that. But this is not all that I wanted to do. I wanted to also boost this. And as far as I know, the way to boost this is if you place whatever. Let's just place it on top of this. I made another collector crystal here. 2 right there. And then I think if we link that to this guy here, it should get boosted, right? It should get more juice. And then there is now something that I am looking out for. There's supposed to be like little spots in the air. I don't know if that needs to be attuned. This guy right here. Can I attune these as well? Or no, we just ran out of nighttime. So it just started again. It took all the way up to here. So it's not right as the night starts. Now let's see if is this going to attune. Do I need to drop you right on top of it? Or do I need to craft this with a I wonder if I need to craft this with an attuned crystal. No, I don't think so. So how do I attune you, Bubba? Alright, let's take this guy off here. How do I attune you? So the only other idea I have right now is to craft another one of these and put the attunement paper right there. No. I need to put that crystal in there. One attuned crystal. Isn't that how this works? Yes. So now I hope when I craft this... Okay, it does craft. So, well, I just have another one. I'm sure they're not gonna go bad. They're not really hard to make. And now I'm hoping that this is gonna make one of those. Okay, so I think... I'm pretty sure this is how it's gonna work. It doesn't make any other sense if it doesn't. Man, come on. Give me that. And these are still linked, so I don't think I need to relink them and stuff, but we'll see. Yes, okay. So now does this one say... Something seems to be here, but you can't tell what it is yet. Well, that's exactly the same that this one tells me. Right? Dang it! What am I doing wrong here? Why can I not figure out how to attune one of these things? So I think that there is one more thing that we can try. Now, I grew one of the blue crystal clusters right there. And now we get a blue one. And these ones we can attune. And this one only says... Are you gonna go on there? Okay. And this one here, let me just step back so it's not so loud. When you check right here, it shows attuned celestial crystal. On this one, it just says rock crystals. So I think that this one doesn't work to make it with an attuned one, even though we had that attuned one in there. But now hopefully we can make this one. If this... Man, that is such a cool effect. Alright, there we go. Give it to me. Now let's go ahead and craft this one up. Goes in the middle. And then 4 corners. This stuff... Whoops, right there. Like this? Okay, good. So now we're making this one an attuned crystal. Now, I don't know if I should put the other one in here. I think I am. Just to make sure... You know, just in case you're supposed to have it in there regardless. So let's just do that. And hit this one. And then hopefully this one will now show us it's attuned. I don't think that you need this one here. I think only this one here needs to be attuned. But again, I'm putting it here just for good measure. Just in case. And then we're gonna get... I don't think we need to have the other one either. Let's leave this stuff here. I don't need any of these. Okay, good. So now... Oh, I gotta take this guy back out. And put it on here. And it's working, okay. And now I am going to unlink this from here and... Oops. And unlink this from there. It's not. Okay. So give me these. Bada bing, we have the regen effect and you need to be quiet. Driving me nuts. This is so loud. An awesome effect, but too loud. No blocks. Oh, the second time I get stuck on this. Okay, bada bing. Now let's put this back up here. Actually, I'm a moron. I didn't even check if it said attuned. It says attuned Ivitas. The size is not full. Okay, so I don't think that we need to grow it. But I could always do that if I feel like it's not that fast. So now let's link this one to over here. Yes! Yes, that was it. Finally, guys. I'm so happy. And now you guys see this here, right? This marker right there. So now what we're going to do is... It's kind of hard to figure out where it is supposed to be. I think right there. 1, 2. Right? Yes. And now we'll put this lens up there. And then I think we need to link it back to here. Okay, and now shortly after, there's a second one here. You guys see this one? Man, I'm so glad. I'm sure a lot of you guys knew about how to do this, but I have never done it, so... I'm very happy that we figured it out. 2, and there's another one. I think it takes 3 or 4. And link you as well. Okay, there's one right here. I'm just using all the single ones up first so I can stack the other ones easier, right? Okay. Now I see one right here. I wonder... I'm pretty sure that's the one it's supposed to be. I have no idea if there's a way to find out how far this is going or whatnot. But let's go ahead and take this stuff off of here. And you and you. Oh, no more room. Actually, this one goes over here. I have this crystal here hanging out, the other one. Also pointing to that one so I can grow more stuff. So now that we have this, we can finally get started with AgriCraft. Let's take all this out. I already crafted this thing right here. It is called the Agricultural Journal, and you just put that into a seed analyzer. Both of them were easy to make, right? And what that allows us doing is we can put seeds in here. This one is the first one I actually crossbred between carrot and potato. I got the pumpkin. And now that they're analyzed, we can come out here and hover over it, and it shows us 1, 1, 1, right? So we can make these stronger. So now let's find out real quick here at AgriCraft. I think the white one is the first one that we need to crossbreed here. Right there. So that needs to be seed, a regular seed, and melon on grass. This is really important here. So I got melon. Let's get a few regular seed. And then I also need to... Do I have one by any chance? No. Let's just get 4 of them. Just for right now, I'm going to make some grass out of this. Give it to me. Just so we have some, because what we can apparently plant on grass. I don't recall ever using actual grass. But I know that it's just what you set up, and some of them need to be mycelium, soul sand, dirt, farmland, anything. Okay, so we are going to use this one here as our main one, and I don't want to... Let's just go right here. See you later. Alright, I should probably put on my magnet again. Now, a problem I'm having is with this worm. If I put grass here, it's instantly gonna hoe it. So we're gonna have to get rid of this one worm here. But that means I'm gonna need a water block here. Because, yep, this is getting dry. So I'm gonna have to put water here. Ooh, check it out. I have that ready. Perfect. Let's get a bucket of water. And put that here. Okay. And now we can put our grass block right there. And we can keep this hold. Alright, so... Now if we take these two, and here comes the test now, is how fast is this going to grow here with the ritual anchor. I want to stand back a little bit. I already did one stage. What about with me next to it? Oh yeah, this is nice. This is much faster, and then if I use the watering can, oh look at that. We can really buff this. This is good. Okay, and then on the other one, we needed to have a regular melon seed. Let's get that grown. And as soon as that is done, we can work on the cross. There it is. Okay, so we got both of them grown. And now we can make this guy a crossbred, right? Now, I have no idea if this actually works. If I put this in here. If this is going to be any faster. So I almost gave up on this. It was 30 minutes. Nothing grew here. Nothing. And then I took the seed and from here and broke it and ran it through the seed analyzer. So it actually shows you that it's analyzed like this. Replanted it, and when it was grown, it almost instantly spread over here. And now we have a white mystical seed here, okay? Now what I want to try next is, we're going to have to make these things right here. I want to see if they work. Oh, come on. There we are. It's the clippers right here. It says right-click on crops to obtain clippings. Clippings can be planted on other crops. Success of planting is based on strength. But this way, wow, shears. See, if I break this now, I get one seed, right? But the other way, I can get multiple seeds. And let's do that real quick. And then start crossing those. Because I want to upgrow those, right? I want to get the higher versions of the Botania flowers. Let's go ahead and make this guy. And then right there. Okay, so let's see if this works. I think if we right-click this, yes, we get 1, 2. See, and it grows again after a while. Right? Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So I don't need to, I can just leave this one. You know, I don't need to wait for it to crossbreed again. There they are. Okay. Mystical white flower clipping. Those are going to be 1, 1, 1. There's no reason for me to check this. And I think I'm going to use this one over here to make them stronger. So I think right there and there, the clipping did not take. Okay, it took once there. That's fine. I can get another one. Did not take. Are you kidding me? Oh. How often are we going to play this game here? Okay. Well, it's still faster than if I have to grow. There we go. Now both of them are grown. And I can get those up to fully grown. I need them to be both white. I need to see the actual flowers there. Come on. Give me the next one. Do it. There we are. All right. And now I should be able to crossbreed those. And then hopefully it gets stronger. And then once I have stronger ones, I can replace these two again with the stronger ones and make the next one and the next one and next one until I'm at 10, 10, 10. That is all the AgriCraft stuff, and I'll keep you updated throughout the next few episodes of what happened here. So the other thing is that I want to get done today is I want to make my life easier when it comes to redstone, netherrack, and so on. And for that, we're going to have to progress a little bit in Botania here quickly. And the first thing we're going to do, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it yet. I'm cutting out a lot of things from this episode because I spent a lot of time on AgriCraft and whatnot. But I made these 4 runes here off camera. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And that also completed a quest right there where we got the Rod of Terraform. It's hanging on our big mushroom in the middle. And I just wanted to let you know real quick the way I made the snow is right there. If you place water on the same level, then a pure daisy turns into snow. Back here, I have my chickens that when I feed them, you see the dropper and the hopper going into a dropping crate or a hopping crate, whatever it's called, feeding the chickens that gave me eggs. And I have 2 cows saved up from when I took them down right there. So I just placed them, get the milk, and then put them back in the chest. So I was able to make the cake. Okay, that was the other thing. The cake took me longest because I needed to wait for the eggs. But anyway, so I made those 4 runes. And now we're going to work on the next quest here. And that is to go right there. We need Terrasteel. So we need to make this Terrasteel agglomeration plate. Just checked if I was recording. Yes. Right here, lapis, block, mana steel, and the 5 basic runes. So we got this fella. And let's make sure we get the detection right there. And then you need to put that on this setup right here. Okay. There's 5 times living stone and 4 lapis blocks, and that is it. That's our setup right there. And oh my goodness, you guys having a party down here? Okay, and then we also need 2 sparks. Let me get rid of the seeds right here again. Hopefully I find the sparks quickly. Here we go. Spark. And let's see. Good. I need 1 and 2. I need 2 sparks. And that completed that. Are we getting anything? No. And now it's telling us... Oh, there's a next one. Okay, so we need to make our first Terrasteel plate. Now, I haven't done this in a long time. I think we just right-click it here. And then let's say which mana pool. I think I'm going to take this one back here. Because this one, these 2 are shared by this one to that. These 2 are shared by this one to that. And this one here alone to... 1 second. To the third one. So this one back here does not get used a lot. So I hope this is enough right here. So let's just go ahead. Oh, yes. Okay, as far as I know, is we need 1 mana pearl, 1 mana diamond, and 1 mana steel. I think that is how you make Terrasteel. So let's get up here and put that up there. I'll talk to Wild in just a second. I always like tips. Come on. Oh my god, I hate this thing. It never works. Because when you get too close, you pick it up. If you're too far, you overthrow it. I should really put the crate on top, but I just did not want to waste any time. See, this is what I mean. This is stupid. Here. Plank, plank, plank. 1, 2, 3. Finally. Alright, there we go. And it's sucking over the mana. It takes a 1/4 mana pool per Terrasteel, I believe, if I remember that right. But we got lots of it coming back in, if you guys see here. I mean, they're all gonna shoot on all cylinders here now. And fill this up quite quickly. But we only need 1 for the quest here. Come on. And I think, yeah, that's the only one that we need. Perfect. Alright, so we get our Terrasteel. And that brings us to the Elven portal right there. Alright, I just had a little chat with Wild here and he gave me a good tip. Which we're not going to need here very soon, but it's good to know anyways. Right here in the enrichment chamber, he said if you put niter in here, it turns into gunpowder. I just checked it. That's really cool. That definitely takes out a little bit of the extra steps. Check it out. Gunpowder. Bam, done. Because I've still been doing it the old way here. Bam. We got 4 stacks waiting here, so that's nice to know. Because that means you don't need the brine, which means you need to make endstone, yada yada. So that's a really good tip. Thanks for that, Wild. So, now that we have this, we said we need to work on the Elven portal right here. I already have the living wood, obviously, and I made the... Hey, I already made those 3 right here. With just some glowstone. Now it's like gunpowder. Come on. There we go. And we still need to make the Elven Gateway and the Natura pylon. And the Natura pylons are right here. They take the mana pylon, and so I'm gonna need 3, 6, because it's twice of that. And we need to make the regular pylons. Let's make 2 of those real quick. I have everything for that. And then that, and then for the Elven portal... Oh, where are you? Right there. We need another 3 Terrasteel ingots, nuggets. So we're gonna come over here to the blacksmithing station. Throw that fella in there, get our 9 nuggets. These do not grow. They take so long to grow. This is definitely very, very painful. So let's go ahead and make this core right there. And then we'll make our 2... Natura pylons, okay. So, do your thing there, Bubba. Thank you. And then next is gonna be the sin runes, but that's something I'm gonna keep for another day. That's gonna be a lot of collecting of stuff and whatnot. Ooh, what do we get for that? A ring of far reach. I already have such a long reach. I don't need more than that. Okay, so let's set up our Alfheim portal, because you guys are gonna love what we can do with that. Oh, there was one more thing, because I actually forgot how to build that thing. I'm gonna make a Lexica Botania. And let's see here. Alphamancy. Portal to Alfheim. And then we can go right here and say visualize. I don't know why I just whispered, but anyway. And I'm gonna leave it above ground, because then if I want to later on, I can right click on any block to preview. Okay, so there it is. Because then I can push this with a piston in and out if I want to. Right? It doesn't really bother me if it's up in the air. And these two are there. Okay, so let's go ahead and build this thing. Not planks. I need this stuff here. Wait, did I just... Hey, stop giving me this stuff. I think I need more... Oh, bummer. I need some more living wood real quick. Finally, it's turned. Give it to me. And I made 4 fancy planks. What are they called? Framed living wood. Out of 4 planks, and just like you make stone bricks. Because I want something in the corners here, so it's easier to build. So that's, and I'm again picking up stuff. Stop giving me your sticks. I don't even have the magnet on. Okay, so that is living wood, sparkly living wood, and then we're gonna use that in the corner. It's been so long since I made one of them. And let's get this corner and come back down. Ouch. I think that, I don't think I need the sparks initially. I'm pretty sure I don't. Okay, so there, oh, on the bottom. 1, 2, and put you right there. Let's go ahead and eat. I've been trying to get my fruits up. How are we doing here? I'm falling behind on dairy. I'm gonna have to make more something with dairy here, but I'm doing really good. That's why I have so many buffs over here. You get these from when your nourishment is really good, which is very nice when you go in the nether. So that we get this now. Yes, we have to put these guys on top of here. Bam, bam. And like I said, I don't think I need the sparks. The sparks I only need if I want to refill the tanks here. So let's go ahead and do our thing. There we go. Very nice. So, what do I want? There is one block I want to make right now. That is all. That's all of this is for one block, and that is the Conjuration Catalyst. I need a pixie dust and 3 elementium ingots. And the pixie dust you get from throwing... Oh, let me double check. I don't want to waste something. Is it? Yeah, mana pearl. So we're going to throw a mana pearl in here. Actually, let's throw our book in first. There we go. And now we throw in our mana pearl. Oh, the stuff comes back to you now. Oh, I'm short 1 mana steel. Man, I counted everything. What a bummer. I need 3 of those, yes. And what do I need for you? Nothing. Okay, so all I need is 1 more steel. So I get, because it takes 2 mana steel per elementium ingot. So give me that. So you need to throw 2 per 1 through here. Whoops. Yeah. 2 and 3. And this takes very little mana nowadays, so I'm very happy about this. So I'm not really worried about putting anything over there. And now we can go ahead and craft a second one of these. I'm missing a mana pearl. What's happening? So I made 1 mana diamond too much instead of the mana pearl. But that's okay. Or maybe I need it for the other one. We'll see. Bam, give it to me. Alright, so get this guy. So we already have one of that. That is the one that's underneath here. But they have different functionality, so I want to make a second one. And there it is. And I am very happy about having this now. Let me turn on my magnet for a second so I get these blocks back. Right there, and we'll put this one right there. Close the hole. And now I can show you guys what all this was for. So there is one netherrack. And there is one redstone. And I don't... Let's test if... No, that's brine. Let's take a second one. I want to see... It also works for this. I don't know if it works for glowstone, but we'll test it out real quick. And that's why I wanted to have all these mana batteries as well. So now I need to use this guy here. Let's check here real quick. You do not turn, you turn into this one. Here we get glowstone. Okay, let's get a glowstone. And check it out. Redstone in this guy. If I put it in here, I get 2 back. So now I got 2. You see what I'm doing here? I don't need to make redstone again. And I love it. So, our redstone days are a thing of the past. Nether quartz. Same thing. Just keep tossing. It costs a lot of mana, yes. But it's fine. Let's see if we also double our glowstone. Perfect. Which just doesn't really matter. I could always just double redstone and toss it in here. And lastly, also netherrack. So now if I need to make pistons and whatnot, I don't need to work on the netherrack to get the... oh, what is that thing called again? The netherrack turns into this stuff here, the ground netherrack. And then that through here turns it into... What's this stuff called again? Hellfire dust, and then, you know, we put the urn underneath and so on. But now it's easy because I can simply double my netherrack and whatnot. And I think the most important thing of that is whenever you do this, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm always going to have 1 in reserve. Oh, don't throw it. Place it. I'm always going to have 1 in reserve right here. So in case I use up my very last one, right? I'm like, oh man, I just used the last one and forget or whatever. I have 1 here and I can just keep doubling. Now, of course, you see, it takes a while because I only have 1 mana spreader pointing to this. So next we're gonna have to work on sparks and whatnot to make this all much faster, right? And then we can also get rid of most of these mana spreaders and whatnot. But that is it for today. Let's check here real quick. We got all of this done. And now just these. And we're gonna get started with Actual Edition soon here, so we can make some cool stuff with that. I'm gonna keep working on this here real quick, not real quick, but soon, which is also gonna be easier now because now, you know, I can just double my nether, my redstone, put it through the machine. Do I have one ready by any chance? No, I don't. But let's do one real quick, just so I can see you with this luck 3 over here. Hopefully it makes a liar out of me. But like I told you guys, I've never gotten more than 7 and as little as 4 from 1 redstone. So let's check here real quick. I have 31 on me. I got 6. That's not really a lot for using 16, right? Yeah, every little bit helps. But anyways, guys, I'm rambling over here. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm going to be busy here with a lot of AgriCraft between episodes. And I'm just going to plan ahead of what's next. And all your tips and tricks are welcome. Especially when it comes to AgriCraft. I know there's some way more efficient ways to upgrowing them and whatnot. But keep in mind, I don't want to have to expand a lot. I don't want to have many more fields than this. There's not much use for, you know, growing plants here in this pack to me. Anyways, until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.